Welcome to Flashpoint Friday, a weekly series where I select one game at random from Flashpoint's archives and give it a try. And maybe, just maybe, the game might actually be good. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Flashpoint Friday. And this Friday, we have a title from Azalea's Dress Up Dolls. Well, I think I know what I'm in for just based off of that alone, but we'll see. Okay, just dropped me straight in. There was no title screen or anything. So I thought with Star Wars Day right around the corner, most people who observe it celebrate it on May the 4th, though there are some people who prefer a Revenge of the 5th approach. But in any case, I thought I would randomly select from all the Star Wars games on Flashpoint. That coupled with the fact that I am a huge Star Wars fan myself, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to indulge a little bit. Now, there is a chance that you will still see possibly Star Wars games being picked during other times of the year. I'm not treating this like an official holiday like I do with other holiday selections and separate them from the main list. So you might see more at other points in the future, but I thought we would try this out. And the game here is Sci-Fi Warrior 2. So I went ahead and included unofficial Star Wars games in here as well. So obviously this person or people who made this, they're not using the official Star Wars name or logo, but it's pretty obvious that this is what this is. I mean, obviously this is a shot of Tatooine. So, and we have like a Jedi-like character here. So, yeah, this looks kind of interesting. It's a little more in depth, I guess, than maybe a typical dress-up game. There's no sound or music though. This isn't a case where I am muting it due to copyright or anything like that. This is just the imagery that you're working with here. But I mean, it's got a decent selection to pick from here. You could turn your Jedi into a Sith or a Dark Jedi if you wanted to. Looks like all sorts of options for helmets. Got Darth Vader and Kylo Ren. So this was obviously made at some point after the Disney acquisition and after, at the very least, The Force Awakens. But okay, you can have him dual wield if you so choose. I'm just seeing if there's an option. Let me just run through the list here. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of neat. You can change like the background. Doesn't have to be on Tatooine. I'm just checking real quick. It doesn't look like there's an option though to change the gender. So it looks like you're stuck with a male, which I guess if you're creating a male character isn't a problem. But I mean, let it be known there are plenty of female Star Wars characters as well. But okay, still. And then, of course, with the various options you pick, you can change the colors of the things you chose. So, yeah, and hairstyles. Although, if you go for the Jedi robe with the hood, you're not going to get much of that. But, oh, okay. So, without much further ado, let's see what I can make here. I'll come up with something that I think is decent, at least. So, kind of like that starship or space station hallway look there. I guess I'll go ahead and keep him like, I guess I'll keep him on the light side. Go ahead. Looks like you can change the lightsaber blade color, which is kind of nice. Maybe I'll create, maybe I'll do what, everyone goes through at some point, I think, as a Star Wars fan. It's like, what if I made a gray Jedi, right? Someone who's not light and not dark and somewhere in the middle. It's like, well, of course, that'd be kind of that'd be kind of rough to do, consider the kind of the ordinarily dual morality nature of Star Wars, light side and dark. But I mean, it's been done before successfully. One could argue that maybe Kyle Katarn from the EU and maybe even Ahsoka Tano from the current canon, they might fall under what you consider a gray Jedi, just in the fact that they don't always follow the Jedi Order, but they're still light side. I don't know. One could argue though that they're actually light side in that regard, but um, yeah, this looks okay. Um, I'll just change up the colors a bit. That's not bad. Oh, I just realized it doesn't have any footwear. Let's see. Where would the footwear be on here? It's got to be somewhere, right? Odd. I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'm missing something. Oh well. Maybe he might just have to go barefoot. I don't know. Maybe he's maybe he's very in tune with the natural living force or something. I don't know. That's okay. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. There doesn't appear to be any "I'm done" button or anything like that. So I guess if you wanted to save this for posterity, there's no print button either. So if you wanted to save this for posterity, you'd have to take a screenshot or something and print it out. But okay, yep, that's about it. So that's Sci-Fi Warrior 2, a create your own. Oh, geez, I just realized I didn't give him pants. I find your lack of pants disturbing. Let me change that real quick. Maybe we'll give him green. That's good. Okay, so that was Sci-Fi Warrior 2, an unofficial Star Wars dress-up game where you get to create a Jedi, gray Jedi, dark Jedi, Sith, whatever you want to make. You can even make them not a Jedi, judging by some of the weapon options. You want to make him a blaster-wielding scoundrel or something like that, maybe instead. But yeah, it was okay. Presentation was nothing spectacular, but the art was pretty decent. So if you're into dress-up games and you're a huge Star Wars fan, you'll probably like this. So check it out if you're so inclined. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Flashpoint Friday, and take care, everyone.